Is it true you were looking at Sam Jackson for the role that went to Chris Rock?
Yeah.
And you met Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And
That's what's crazy. I've been doing interviews and I've been doing Q&As after like the 2 screenings a night we had on the road. Nobody's brought that up. People brought up like deep cut stuff, but I forgot. Yeah, we wanted Sam Jackson
for the Chris Rock role.
And Chris Rock lobbied to get the role. Chris Rock was like, he easily said, he goes, I know you want Sam Jackson, because we were coming off of Pulp Fiction at that point, right? Like Pulp Fiction had only happened a few years ago. And we were making the movie at Miramax, same place. But Chris loved the script, man. And I loved Chris. I loved him when he was on SNL as Nat X and stuff, and in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, let alone before he had dropped the album Roll with the New, and he was becoming huge. He was becoming the Chris Rock that the culture knows today. So we were lucky to get him in that moment in time. Then he had any interest in the script whatsoever, but he checked in and kept going like, I want this part, I want this part. He was a big fan of Chasing Amy, is what he had said. He said, I'm going to do this movie because when you write the next Chasing Amy, I want the Ben Affleck part. And wisely, he never waited for me to do that. He made a movie, wrote and directed years ago, called Top 5, which is like his version of Chasing Amy, which is an excellent film. It's worth watching and stuff. So yeah, man, we had as the kids say today, a fire cast, all of which people are like still working today. I miss Linda Furantino. Linda Furantino was our lead, and she played Bethany. And she was coming off of, at that moment in time, Men in Black. At the end of the movie, she's standing next to Will Smith, and she's like the next Man in Black. But I was a massive fan of Gotcha back in the 80s when I was a kid, as well as Vision Quest. And so she was coming off of Last Seduction. Remember that movie, the John Dahl picture?
Berg.
Yep. With Pete Berg.
Damn,
young Pete Berg, man, before he was a director himself.
Yes.
And of course, what's his name? The president from Independence Day.
Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman, who's like in on the hustle. A fantastic John Dahl picture that she should have been nominated for an Academy Award because she would have won. But if you remember, Showtime aired it once at like midnight before it ever hit theaters, and that disqualified it from Oscar contention. So we were lucky to get Linda, man. I was a huge Last Seduction fan. Anybody who sees it is. And I watch her performance like every night on tour, and I appreciate it in ways I never did as a kid. It's so damn subtle, and you need that. Everyone else is larger than life because they're playing characters from heaven and hell and dead people. And she's the audience's way in. She's the Marilyn in this Monsters bunch. So as I've been watching it for the last month, I'm like, God, she really honored our film with this performance. She's amazing. Salma Hayek is amazing in the movie. It's crazy. It's an embarrassment of riches. Ben and Matt, of course. Yeah, and then Jason Mewes, who literally steals the show from everybody else.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.